8:33. Thanks so much for sticking with us this Wednesday morning here on ARC Rochester. It's time for another Wealth Wednesday, and this morning we're talking about the sound of silence when it comes to your finances.
So October is National Financial Planning Month, and while we know the benefits of having a plan, doing nothing could actually be costing you more than you think. Wealth advisor Jarrett Felton is here to break it down for us. Jarrett, thanks for coming in.
Hey, good morning. It's good to see you. Thanks for having me.
Let's talk about it. The hidden costs of not planning financially. Sometimes I feel like people might think if I just close my eyes and pretend like everything's okay, everything will be okay.
Yeah, the head in the sand trick, that doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
No, not at all. I mean, and you know, when we get together, I always have such a great time, and I always try and leave people with some information or education around things they can take home and implement right away. But I thought today we'd kind of turn this thing on its head and talk about, like you said, the silence or the hidden aspects of what people don't do or their inaction. So really, there's three things, and then we'll just bring it home with some things that people can do. I guess the first thing that I would go into is the concept of compounding losses. So people have heard of compounding interest. Over time, right? Your money grows, and whatever your balance and your interest is compounds at an interest rate over time versus simple, I guess, compounding or simple growth. But when you think about the losses side of things, you know, the delaying of investing is what could hurt people, right? If we just bring that home. So if you invest $500 a month over a 30-year period, say from 35 years old to 65 years old, you end up with maybe around 700,000 plus, give or take, at an 8% rate of return, right? If we look at waiting just 5 more years and you do 25 years of investing from 40 to 65, you have only 400 and something thousand. So that delay costs you $250,000. Let's just sit for a second.
Yeah.
It's $250,000 that your inaction cost you. So I'm not going to tell you to go save, but I will tell you, if you don't want $250,000, don't start saving. Because it's really just an ongoing 30-year period whenever you start saving. So some people are like, well, maybe it's, you know, it's too late for me. I haven't even started yet, so why even try? But it's just a rolling 30-year period, right? But just 5 years. 5 years could cost you $250,000 in that example. Compounding losses, number one.
I like it. What's number two?
Yeah, number two, tax inefficiencies. Right, so when people leave jobs, what do they do with their retirement accounts? Do they cash it in, which unfortunately I have seen people do, not understanding what's pre-tax in their 401ks versus post-tax in the event that they do that. There's after-tax contributions that grow at interest after time if people have already maxed out their retirement plans. People not looking at the opportunities for non-retirement accounts of tax loss harvesting, which is really just making sure there's any losses in your portfolio, that you have the ability to sell those and capture those losses, because that could help you on your tax return. So everybody thinks if I lost in my portfolio, that's all terrible. Well, yeah, I'd say that sucks if we're just being honest, between friends. But there may be a way to harvest some of that loss to help you actually on your tax return, and that's when you get with your qualified tax professional. So the tax inefficiency could really creep up on people cashing in retirement accounts, not understanding the difference between pre and post tax or after tax, and then that last portion right there.
Wow.
So those are really the main two. If we bring it home, you know, and we talk about some of the things that people, you know, can do to avoid this, along with the missed opportunity. So the other missed opportunity is making sure that people understand that if there's a 401k match, you're putting enough in just to get the free money, right? Man, you guys are real quiet today. Am I putting you to sleep?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right, just making sure we're good here. All right.
We're listening
Yeah, I know.
intently.
You guys are like, oh
I'm
my
like
gosh, my head
taking
is...
notes.
Right,
Taking mental notes.
So the third one is missed opportunity, right? So you're putting enough in your 401k to get a match. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
If you have a retirement account and you're in the required minimum distribution age category and you are philanthropically minded. We live in a very great community where there are a lot of philanthropists, as we all know. If there are people that aspire to be and are in that space, they can do qualified charitable distributions out of their retirement accounts. So charitable gifts go directly from IRA custodian directly to charity, church, university, or other philanthropic cause, right? And there's no taxes to them to do so. and making sure that people are just a little bit more, proactive around, what they do today is going to affect them tomorrow with kind of forecasting, what incomes could look like. So that's where you get with not just a qualified retirement person, right, such as investing or myself, but also coordinating it with your qualified tax professional as well. So go ahead, missed opportunities with a third one.
What is the suggestion in this circumstance? You if you're investing up to that match threshold or 1% more in that match threshold of your 401k, does the rest of the money, do you want to be putting that in an IRA?
Sure.
Or do you up the investment in the 401k?
Right. I don't have the time, how much time we got, but I'll try and make it short.
45 seconds.
Okay, there we go. All I need is 20, I promise. So I think, first and foremost, if you're maxing out your retirement account at work, whether you're a single filer or married filing joint, there's going to be some rules around if you have the ability to contribute to an IRA outside of a 401k on a pre-tax basis and get the deduction. That's the first thing to think about.
Okay.
Talk to your tax professional or us. Next. If it's something that you can't put into an IRA and get the tax deduction, maybe we look at the Roth. If your income is not too high, single filer or married filing joint. Or the third option is you put it into just a non-retirement account. Sometimes we call it brokerage accounts or individual accounts. And that's where you can make those contributions afterwards. Some retirement plans allow you to contribute even more than the max. But those plans are limited, so you just got to look at your plan document to see if that's possible. And the last thing I'll say is if the allocation inside of there is so-so, I would put any additional monies in an IRA or something outside of that because you have more variety as far as what you can invest in. So long-winded answer for a very, very simple question.
That's okay.
Okay.
That's okay. Listen, it's advice that has been noted.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks.
You're welcome.